Trevor Lawrence. Now, I was interested to see what they did, Jacksonville, right?
They still got
in their first
steamrolled.
game. Yeah, they still, it wasn't, Urban Meyer, it was bad. I'm not even going to say it wasn't all Urban Meyer's fault because it was a lot of Urban Meyer's fault. But they just are a bad team, period.
Because the Texans have been horrific.
Oh,
Chris,
gosh.
have been
and
horrific.
the Texans battered them. 30-16.
Right.
It wasn't even like that close. And so I actually think the Texans coach has done a decent job.
He really has.
In a really tough situation. Yeah, David Culley.
I agree with you. I don't have any issues with him. I know I went to the game where they got steamrolled by the Colts. I was at that game. They've had some stinkers, but they've been in it with and they've won some games this year. It could have been a total whitewash, considering you don't have your star quarterback. So I'm with you. He's done a decent job.
Yep. And Rob, Trevor Lawrence, the number one pick, everybody's talking about the next Andrew Luck, the next Peyton Manning, all that. And it's been a rough year for him. There's no other way to slice it. Yeah, right. He has regressed. And last game, Rob, against the Texans, 22 for 38, 210 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. That's progress. Right. But he hasn't thrown a touchdown in the last 4 games,
which is mind-boggling.
And he's thrown 1 touchdown in the last 7 games.
That's crazy, Chris. In this NFL, where you throw the football, that's surprising. It'd be one thing if they had like some stud running back and he had 10 rushing touchdowns, and they just give the ball to him at the goal line. You know what I mean? Or then you could buy into it. Because Tannehill, I think that happens sometimes too with Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? You got a running back who can get in the end zone. But that's not the case here. He just can't throw a touchdown. One in 7 games.
And during the broadcast of Sunday's game, the broadcasters, James Lofton and Andrew Catalan, they said this on the air. They said, you know, Rob, how the broadcasters meet with some players
like
and
the
coaches,
Friday or Saturday, they have a sit down, have a feel for the game and what these guys are talking about.
Exactly. And Trevor Lawrence told them, according to them, he told them that he would like to have a say in the hiring of the team's next coach. I'm just going to let you
ready?
Handle that right away, and then I'll chime in.
No way, no how. And if the Jacksonville Jaguars do this, this is why they're in the situation they're in with their owner and what's going on down there, Chris. He's a young guy who's done absolutely zero in the NFL. What does he know about? It's different about what scheme works. What are you more comfortable in? Do you understand, like, offensively? I want to have your input. You're the quarterback. But who to hire as coach from a 22-year-old who's done nothing in the NFL? No way would I do that. I think it's lunacy. I would tell Trevor Lawrence, throw a couple touchdowns, buddy, and get back to me. I would, seriously. Because the idea that I'm going to turn over the reins to this horrendous organization that can't do anything right and then have a young quarterback who's not even cemented in his place. Is his place cemented that he's going to be a big success in the NFL? He's going to be Andrew Luck? He's more like good luck.
Not at all.
So I'm not buying anything that Trevor Lawrence is selling. So I think it's lunacy.
I'm with you. And look, I like Trevor Lawrence. I'm on the record as saying I think he'll be a very good quarterback. Obviously, Mac Jones is having a much better season, and probably going to be rookie of the year, offensively. Micah Parsons, you got him on the defensive side. But I think Trevor will be better. I'm saying it. He'll be better than Mac Jones. We'll see. But, Rob, you're right. We don't even know if you're going to be any good. We don't know.
We don't know.
You haven't given us any reason other than your track record in high school and college. And I got news for you. Just about everybody in the NFL was great in high school and college.
And ask Urban Meyer how great he was.
Believe.
Ask Urban Meyer how great he was in college, Chris.
Right.
As a coach.
Right. And so, but that's not even the main thing. That's just a little cherry on top. Dude, first of all, like you said, I like that. Go throw a touchdown and get back to us. But, Rob, I don't care if he was, I'm not going to say Aaron Rodgers or Peyton Manning or Tom Brady, but I don't care if he was really good and had solidified himself as our franchise quarterback. I'm not did Aaron Rodgers, Rob, have anything to do with Matt LaFleur being hired?
Nope. And Chris, remember they fired Aaron's quarterback coach. Didn't even they told him he got fired. They didn't ask him.
And look, and I agree with Bucky, Rob. I don't know. I would imagine you do as well. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers was fantastic in his own right. But I do clearly his last couple years under McCarthy weren't Aaron Rodgers like. And I do think Matt LaFleur's offense and everything has helped Rodgers.
Well, I think they got a running game which he never had. You remember they had a wide receiver who was their running back. Remember that one year they had the wide receiver? What was his name? A big guy. God, I can't remember his name, but he was there. I can't remember. He was their back. About. You remember? He was a wide receiver. Yeah, just a big guy.
But they've had a few decent backs here and there.
James Stark when they won the Super Bowl, if you remember.
But you just see the different things they're doing. I do think I got to give LaFleur credit, and I've killed him for that play, obviously last year in the playoffs, right?
Oh, that was
going for the field goal.
He would take that back if he could, right?
Right. Overall, I think he's done a really good job. And offensively, I just think it's been a great fit with Aaron Rodgers. Did Tom Brady pick Bill Belichick?
No.
Rob, we could go on and on. Did Patrick Mahomes pick Andy Reid? No, I'm not giving you the choice. Now, I might say to you, Trevor, what do you like in a coach? What are you looking for in a coach? Our next coach, what are you looking for in your next coach? No names, just some qualities, some attributes that you like.
Hey, I like a guy. I like a guy who can make adjustments. I like a guy who's got a free thinking when it comes to offense. You know what I mean? Like those kind of characteristics, not names.
Right.
Characteristics.
Exactly. I don't want to hear names from you, and that protects you as well, Rob. Because you said it before. What if it doesn't work? What if you go to the mat for Dabo Sweeney?
Exactly.
And he comes in and it's another Urban Meyer situation. You know what I mean? So I just think this protects the player and the team. But, Rob, there's no way. Like I said, at most, share some of your thoughts on characteristics you like, what type of offense you might like. But you're really not going to be involved at all in us picking a coach. And I will say this. I do think that, Trevor, like they said that he understood. He acknowledged, they said, that he was not qualified to make any decisions. They said he just liked some role, quote unquote, some role. So it doesn't sound like he's trying to pull a Russell Wilson.
Nah, he's too young. If he was, Chris, I would be concerned.
That would be crazy.
Right? I would be concerned.
Right. Especially coming off this year. I'd be concerned if he was great. Right? If he lit the league on fire this year and was like, I want to choose the coach, there's reason to be concerned with that. But you're coming off a year where all you need to be right. You need to just be worrying about yourself.
Not to play well. You don't have a leg to stand on. I just couldn't imagine sitting in an office with a 22-year-old kid who's thrown one touchdown in the last 7 weeks saying, you got some names. Who do you think you should hire? He's like, can you hire Little Wayne? Can you hire Little Wayne as coach?
Do you think, Rob, because there's been talk that you can't go to college, right? And I'm sure they won't. Because usually
not after that.
Go opposite.
Not after that.
Right, you go opposite.
You're going to go for some veteran coach who's been around.
Well, a few of the guys' names I like. I like, obviously, Eric Bieniemy. He's got to, I'm not saying he should get the job necessarily, but he's got to be on your list. Byron Leftwich, Rob. Byron Leftwich.
Yep.
I'd have him on my list. Worked with Tom Brady. Obviously, they won a Super Bowl last year. Was a quarterback in Jacksonville, who did a little something. Young, I'm sure probably can relate to the younger players. Kellen Moore, Rob.
Yep.
Kellen Moore, I'd have some interest in him. Just guys that would be on my list. And so I'm taking my time and I'm not getting the player involved whatsoever.